Princess Catherine made a glamorous appearance at the annual Order of the Garter service over the weekend. So Catherine missed last year's event, of course, after being diagnosed with cancer and undergoing preventative chemotherapy. But she returned this year to watch her husband, Prince William, in the parade alongside his father and King Charles, Queen Camilla and other senior royals. What more can you tell us about this?
So the Trooping the Colour and obviously Order of the Garter, two events one was Saturday and one was yesterday, Monday in the UK, very much reaffirming Catherine's back, and she's very much the model of resilience and continuity within the royal family, I feel. And all her outfits, I mean, she looks fabulous in them, but there's very strategic choices by her about what she wears and who she pays sort of, tribute to. The Catherine Walker coat dress, of course, on Saturday in that beautiful aquamarine. And of course, Charlotte had a similar colour dress as well. That's a nod to Diana. And even yesterday, when she was wearing the beautiful cream dress for Order of the Garter, she was wearing a faux pearl strands, and that was a nod to the jewellery she wore for the 80th anniversary of an event recently. So she's very strategic, but also very natural as well. And I love seeing also the shots of her laughing and joking with Sophie. Yeah, I think that's a really interesting relationship there, and obviously they provide a lot of support to each other, both technically being commoners who've married into the royal family. And of course we know from news last week that the late Queen appointed Sophie to mentor Meghan, who foolishly, I would argue, rejected this very important offer because Harry could teach her everything she needed to know, and we know how that worked out. So I think Catherine and Sophie together are sort of a great team, and her sort of tributes to, again, her late mother-in-law Diana are absolutely spot on. She cannot put a foot wrong, I don't think, and she's very much now moving into that space with her husband, of course, next in line to be king. She's now the model of sort of continuity and dedication, which is amazing to see. And of course, she's back, and wow, she's back.
Yeah, you can really see it, can't you? Now, let's talk about David Beckham. He has finally scored a knighthood thanks to King Charles. The football icon was named in the 2025 King's Birthday Honours List for his contributions to sport and charity. Now, David Beckham said in a statement, "Growing up in East London with parents and grandparents who were so patriotic and proud to be British, I never could have imagined I would receive such a truly humbling honour." But it has taken him a while to get this. It has
taken him a while. I think there's a few reasons for that. I mean, he got his OBE in 2003, and then there was some sort of conjecture about the Queen snubbing him for a knighthood in 2011. That's not how the Queen operated, clearly. I think the wait has been worth it for him because the monarchy itself has moved more into a blend of tradition and modern focus as well. And who better to sort of personify that than David Beckham, who, had this fantastic career with Man U and then on to LA Galaxy. But as you say, he's not really been acknowledged for that sort of football skill here. It's more about the charity work, so UNICEF and the King's Foundation. And you can see that genuine relationship he has with Charles. But who could also forget that moving footage of him taking his turn in the queue, not pulling any strings, unlike some other celebrities, and he sort of stood in line for 12, 13 hours waiting to pay his respects to the late Queen as she lay in state at the Abbey. So for me, when I saw that footage, I thought he's absolutely passionate and legitimate about his support for the royal family.
Yeah, absolutely. Incredible image there. It says so much about his respect he has for the royal family. Now, David Beckham also, it seems that he appears to have potentially extended an olive branch to his eldest son, Brooklyn Beckham, amid all the family drama. On Father's Day, he shared a photograph and wrote, "My most important and favourite job in life is being a dad. I'm so proud of all of you. And like Daddy, sorry boys, tells you every single day, I will always be here for you, no matter what." Is this an olive branch, do you think?
Yeah, I think it is, because there's been a bit of an impasse between them after sort of initial social media tit for tat between obviously David and obviously Brooklyn and Nicola in the US as well. But the fact that he said, "I will always be here for you," I thought was very significant. No word from Brooklyn. I mean, he was even tagged into the post from his newly knighted father, nothing at all. Of course, Cruz and Romeo, his younger brothers, were very effusive in their praise for Dad. And given his age as a 26-year-old, of course, Brooklyn is front and centre in all those photographs, holding his younger siblings and, nestling up to his dad. And I looked at them and thought they're beautiful images, but also felt quite sad because I think all of us are just thinking, just hurry up and make peace. Don't be like Harry and Charles, make it up, because, you know, life is short. You've got so many, you know, cherished memories anyway, but just sort of get back together and enjoy life as a family. Yeah. But yeah, I do feel that David's sort of really putting it out there, saying, I'm here. If you want to make peace with me, I'm here and I'm ready to listen. But whether Brooklyn does...
It breaks your heart a bit, doesn't it, when you see that post?
I mean, Brooklyn's being a brat, that's my view, but I think he should make it up with his father, I really do.
Let's see what happens. I hope he does. But Louise Roberts, thank you so much for joining us. Great to talk to you.